Well, hello and welcome to day 6 of Vlogtober. Wow. As you know, I'm resting now and resting tomorrow, ready for the big day. But I am still going. I was on for an hour, but I am still going. But I had some really sad news last night. My lovely, dearest friend, hi darling, she had a bad fall yesterday, and Mishka, who was coming with me on the coach, and she's really badly hurt her knee, and her hand looks really bad as well. And so unfortunately she can't come, so I'm gonna miss you. You know I'm gonna miss you. But she has said, you know, to make sure to get lots of photographs and that while I'm there, so you can all see it. So yeah, so when I found the message last night and I said to Glenn, I said, I don't know what to do now. He said, it's up to you. He said, I can't make the decision for you. And then I thought to myself, if I turned round to Mishka, I know, and said, well, it ain't fair, I ain't going, she would have literally bitten this head off, I think. So yeah, so I am still going. And I have everything all ready up in the room, my clothes ready for ironing tomorrow, and I'm going to be doing my nails tomorrow. I have a cup of tea here, biscuit tea. And I am going to do a bit of crochet while I'm talking. I've had a couple of 3 questions. So, and as I've said, it's resting. So originally, as you remember from yesterday, said I was going to be doing the pumpkin loaves. But unfortunately, Glenn and I forgot to bake them, pre-bake them yesterday, so I could puree them to make into the loaves today. So fingers crossed we'll remember to do it tonight, ready for tomorrow, because I'd like to take some with me. On Sunday. So yeah, so fingers crossed that will be happening. So I'm on the basic straight part now of the second side. This is what I did last night. I know it's growing really quickly, isn't it? Actually, it should be that way. So I've done all the decreases and now I'm just on the straight. So I thought what I'll do is I'll sit here and have a bit of a chit chat with you and just do a bit of crochet. Okay, and answer a couple of questions, basically, on what I've been asked. Now, yesterday, someone was eagle-eyed and noticed that I wear my watches on my right hand, and was asked if I am actually left-handed, because they do the same, because they're left-handed, and that is how they wear theirs. Yes, I am. I am a lefty. But the only thing I do right-handed is crochet. And that takes us on to the second question. Now, someone in Australia, sorry, I haven't written down any of your names, but someone in Australia asked about the stories behind my tattoos. Because let's face it, when we have a tattoo, there is a bit of a story behind it somewhere along the line. And so this, why I crochet right-handed, takes me on to this one. Let's see if I can get it that way round. Ooh, which is a crochet hook. Let's have a crochet hook with a chain going down to the thumb there. Now, I have told this story before, but I will tell it again. When I was, I've always crocheted. Always in my life, I have crocheted. And I've always done it right-handed, and I've always been a left-hander. And I didn't know why I did it that way, because I can't even remember being taught. So luckily, I bumped into my Auntie Ginger one day before she passed away, bless her. And I said to her, why do I crochet right-handed? How did I learn how to crochet? This has got to be a few years ago now, not that long, I'd say, because since I moved back here into this town after being an army wife. Anyway, she said, I'm going to tell you, and I went, okay. And my nanny, because my nanny and my auntie and my 2 uncles basically brought us 3 up. And I always looked at them as my parents, to be honest. Yeah, and anyway, won't go any further into that. But anyway, apparently when I was 6 months old, they'd sat me down on the floor and surrounded me like cushions, like you used to in the 70s, you know. Surrounded me by cushions. And my nan was sat next to the open fire, because she always had an open fire, crocheting. And because my nan was very, she sewed, she knit, but she loved her crochet. And my auntie was also the same. She crocheted and knit and sewed and everything. And apparently at 6 months old, my nan looked down at me and I looked up at her, and she thought, oh, Davina's interested. So she picked me up, put me on her lap and put my hand on hers, on the top of hers. And to this day, even though I pick it up in my left hand, because that's my major hand, and put it in my left hand, that is how I hold my hook today, as if I'm holding her hand, basically. And apparently I followed the motion of her crocheting. And then obviously when I got a little bit older and I actually picked up a pen with my left hand, she said, oh my word, what have I done? Because the left-handedness did actually come from their side. My granddad, who was Irish, he was a lefty, you see. So anyway, before I was 5, I remember that because it was before I went to school. There was a little wool shop which has just been converted into a house just down the road, and we used to go up there and you buy the acrylic, and it used to be awful, didn't it, in the 70s? And that was in the Hanks, they used to call them then, and that was 15p. I always remember the 15p, and I used to sit like this while she was doing the old, you know, winding it into a ball, and then we used to crochet blankets, big granny square blankets, and walk them down to our hospital to put onto the old lady and gentlemen's wards to keep them warm in the winter. Now, these blankets were bigger than me, as I said, because I was not even at school. And she used to sit me down, and I used to go round these blankets, and I say they were a lot bigger than I were, but I still happily went round them. And I always remember holding my hand and walking up to the wool shop or walking down to the hospital to donate these blankets. And oh, I don't know, you can't beat memories, can you, like that? You really can't. And basically that is how I learned to crochet. And she actually brought me my first electric sewing machine when I was 5. So I've been sewing since then. Knitting, I didn't start until I was 11. I was a bit of a late one with that one because everybody else was right-handed, and could I pick that up? Because I do knit left-handed. Oh dear me. So yeah, as I say, the only thing I do right-handed is this, and it is it's literally as if I'm holding on top of her hand. That's always the way I do it. And yeah, you know what I mean, as I say, I've been doing it all my life, so I don't, when it comes to grannies, I don't even have to look at what I'm doing. I really don't. I just do it. It's just like a knitter doing their knitting and watching television. It really is. So that is the story behind that one. Now, obviously the pumpkin, there's no explanation for that, is there really? I'm just crazy. The buttons is because I am a sewer, and because if you look here, there is it's hard to show you. There is a needle there with a thread that actually is connected. So this is kind of my sewing arm, and this is kind of my wool arm, and here is a ball of wool with knitting needles because I am a knitter, and here is the sheep. I love this sheep. I'll have to see if Glenn will take a photograph of them, and then I'll show them. That sheep is a family of 3, obviously, because I spin and that lot. And then this one here, which is a mixture of everything, yet again a sewing. It's the spool, and the tape measure is a heart. And then oh, it's next month now, isn't it? November, I'm booked in, because obviously Mark, my tattooist, he's Moby Ink. He's amazing. He really is. He is actually doing one. I'm thinking of having it here, and it's a no, it's not. It is a sunflower for autumn, because I'll have the pumpkin here and then I'll have the sunflower here. And that's the first one that I'll have with colour. So, yeah, so that is to come. That is all been booked in with him. So, yeah, that's basically the story behind them, I will say. Also, I got one more question. Just to recap. Let's see if I can, oh, it's in there. Just to recap what yarn I'm using for this. And it is the, here it is. It's Hobbycraft's own Women's Institute DK version. And it's the 100-gram ball. And it's the colour, oh, I found it the other day, didn't I? Plum. It is a bit different to that in real life, I will say. But yeah, so it is the Women's Institute. So yeah, I have just had notification as well before I started recording. It's my yarn pack from attic24 is definitely arriving today. It's arriving today, so I can't wait to get that, just to get the colours. So what I'm going to do is I am going to close in a minute and have my cup of tea, put my feet up, as I said, because it's rest days. And when I actually get the package, we will open it together. Then I will say my goodbyes. So it's a bit of a slow one today, but that is the plan. It's not easy for me. Not easy for me at all. But as Glenn says, I've got to rest. So I'm taking notice of him for once. So I'll be back in a bit. Okay, so I'm here in the little workroom, as you see, and I have ready for ironing tomorrow. Tomorrow ready for Sunday. I have my pumpkin cardigan, which I haven't worn yet. I've got some of my socks that I have made. I'm just wearing a white t-shirt and my jeans, and I am wearing my Converses with different colour shoelaces in that I bought in. Yes, so all ready for Sunday. Also, I have little pumpkin earrings. I know, I am crazy. I know I'm crazy. But yes, look at those. They are just adorable. Wow, I'm back a lot earlier than I expected to be, because it's only 10 to 11 and look what's just arrived. Well, where else? Right then, so sorry about the crinkles, but we've just got to see these colours. I'm looking forward to seeing the colours. Oh dear, right, okay, that's unusual, no bag, but hey hoo. Right then, let's have a look at the, so that's the actual square one. I don't know, I'm undecided now. Oh, I don't know. Anyway, that's the square one, but I have just done 2 or 3 of hers that are square. The colours, she has chosen lapis. Oh my gosh. Pomegranate. Oh yes, lobelia. Oh, this is the apple. Yeah. Cool. I remember though when they first launched that. Yeah, babe, you got that up, have you? That postman woke you up, did he? Oh, naughty man. Teal. This one is Empire. Turquoise. My gosh, she has picked some stunnings. Gold. What I'll do is I'll get a photograph of them all. Right, we have here fuchsia purple. Lipstick. I think everybody knows lipstick. That is the navy, the French navy, which is a beautiful colour that they've done. This is the green, isn't it? The Kelly green. Yeah, it is Kelly green. It's a lot brighter than that. This is the bottle. Oh. We have Asta and the magenta. So I will I'll line them up and take a photograph. I know why he's come down, actually. I know he doesn't like the postman knocking on the door anyway. Is that he normally takes the War Warehouse bag, don't he? So, yeah. So, brilliant colours. No, I think I'm still going to go for the row one. I am still going to go for the row one. The one in a row. So, as I say, they're both of the patterns are on her blog. For you to look at, and obviously you can use. I don't think, well, I know I can't print off the straight one. I'll just write that down and do it that way. Saves on ink and everything, doesn't it, as well? So but yeah, there is some beautiful colours in this, and I think she uses one of the V-stitch or something in the rows, not straight rows I should say, rather than doing the squares. But no, I'm really happy with the colours. I really, really am happy with the colours. I was a bit dubious because I'm not really a bright colour. When I do my work, I'm not really bright colours, am I? So I was thinking, because that's why the fireside was lovely. What else did I do? I did the U-tile. That was a bit more muted in colour choices. But no, I'm happy. I'm happy. So I'm really pleased it's arrived. But I'm going to concentrate on getting the cardigan done before I cast on. Am I really? We'll see tomorrow. Right then, okay, as I say, sorry it's a bit boring today, but I'm just chilling, as I've said. And, well, I'm just chilling. I've already got the washing out. And I've done some hoovering. So, but now it's chill for the rest of the day. So, no, I'm happy. I will also say I'll line them up on the couch and I'll take a photograph of them, because sometimes that comes up as a better colour, doesn't it? Okay then, right, so I'll be back tomorrow. So fingers crossed with some baking, definitely doing my nails and preparing ready for Sunday. So I'll be back tomorrow. So please take care, stay safe, and as always, my lovelies, happy crafting. Bye.